This morning, the NFL is tackling a pair of high-profile home break-ins that may be part of a bigger crime ring.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
As the Kansas City Chiefs celebrated an early October win, authorities responded to a break-in at the home of Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce. One day before, according to authorities, the home of Kansas City's quarterback Patrick Mahomes was also hit.
I can't get into too many of the details because the investigation is still ongoing, but obviously something that you don't want to happen to really anybody, but obviously yourself.
Now, the league has issued a security alert to teams and the players' union, warning organized and skilled criminals are increasingly targeting the homes of pro athletes. In a memo obtained by the Associated Press, the NFL said the groups survey players' whereabouts and target their homes on game days. Jeff Lanza, a former FBI agent.
You got 53 players on each team plus the coaches. They're not going to be at their house. Now, if there's nobody at the house at all, that gives the criminals the opportunity.
There are also questions about whether the possible syndicate is working beyond the NFL. Milwaukee Bucks forward Bobby Portis is offering a reward for information after posting a video he says shows people breaking into his home while he was working. Sources tell CBS News the FBI is investigating whether a South American crime ring is behind the burglaries. Jared Hill, CBS News.
Can we talk football, ladies and gentlemen? It's very seldom that you get the opportunity when you're talking about politics to talk about foosball. And I want to talk about football, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to start with this. You see, all you pigskin carrying Negroes, Negrettes, and other colored people who want to be so politically active while you running around with little baby piglets. I don't think y'all understand the reality of the new world that we're living in, the America that you help usher in. And I'm going to break it down to you like this, ladies and gentlemen. Drew Brees. In New Orleans, we call Drew Brees Breezes. Drew Brees lived literally right off of St. Charles Avenue, right by the park across from Tulane University. Anybody, any mama could walk up to Drew Brees' front damn door and knock on the door. If you went walking for an exercise, walk in the park, you could walk right past Drew Brees' house and nobody in their right mind would lay a hand on Breezes. It was known that if you laid a finger on Breezes, you was going to die. You was going to be an unsolved murder in the city of New Orleans if you laid a hand on Breezes. Anybody from New Orleans can attest to this. You don't touch Breezes. So, and culturally, that's kind of how it is with our athletes. But see, the problem that we run into is we got a mixture of cultures that you guys, frankly, encouraged to come in.
On Wednesday, President Donald Trump said on Fox and Friends that seeing professional athletes kneel during the national anthem causes him to turn off the game. Last night, LeBron James was asked for his response. Take a listen.
I really don't think the basketball community are sad about losing his viewership. The game will go on without his eyes on it. I can sit here and speak for all of us that love the game of basketball. We could care less.
Because you overwhelmingly, supported the Democratic Party. And you thought that things were going to remain the same. You thought that it was going to be that old culture where, people from the hood show you respect because you run with a piglet. No. These people don't have this type of appreciation for your skill at running around with piglets. These migrants don't see you as a celebrity. They see you as lunch meat. They see you as food. And so now the NFL has to issue a security alert about migrant gangs burglarizing players' homes, meaning it's already been done. And when you really think about it, who's the best soft target on the planet other than an NFL football player? We know you got money. We can look at your schedule and tell where you gonna be. We can sit outside your house and see if your wife and kids left the day you were going to the game, and we know you ain't at home because you running around chasing a piglet. But the thing that gets me is these NFL players, they didn't believe that the socio-economical issues that the average person deals with would ever touch their households. And so now they have. So here it comes. The NFL has issued a security alert to players, warning them that migrant gangs are targeting the players' homes for burglaries, according to the report. Recently, 2 Kansas City Chiefs stars, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, were victims of home invasions only hours apart over the same evening. And the NFL is warning of the growing threat that these burglaries present. Sources have told NFL Network that the league is warning players that a transnational ring of criminals are targeting homes of American athletes. Break-ins have already been reported among players in NFL, NBA, and other NFL Network, according to Tom Parisio. Parisio writes that the South American crime syndicate is a legit worry. Hold on. So now they a legit worry? When it was in Aurora, Colorado, it was fake. But now that they're breaking in the players' homes, it's a legit worry. Oh, my God, whatever will we do? Oh, my goodness. I think the world's going to come to an end. The report says that the criminals check media reports to see when, there it is, when athletes are on the road to target their houses that may be unoccupied. It's simple. It's an easy target. Multiple people with knowledge of the crime said that perpetrators are non-confrontational and do not burglarize homes while residents are inside. Instead, they use public records to find players' addresses and conduct extensive surveillance. Then, by tracking team schedules and social media accounts of the players and their families, they wait until their homes are empty, often during games, and gain access and quickly steal items such as cash, jewelry, watches, handbags, focusing mainly on master bedrooms and closets. Of course, they do this because you have to understand, they don't have any respect unto your position of being an idol. And what amazes me is not all, it'd be wrong to say all of you guys, but the majority of you guys supported this foolishness. The majority of you supported it. For example, take a Steph Curry. Steph Curry comes out, get involved in politics. Steph, your house ain't been robbed. It need to be robbed. I don't want to see it be robbed, but it kind of need to be so you'll learn a lesson. LeBron. You see, they thought and they think that they are on a level to where these things don't affect them. And typically you are on a level where these things don't affect you. And the only reason why you're on that level where these things don't affect you is because there's a level of respect that is garnered because of your skills and talents and abilities. That same level of respect that allowed you to dribble a ball down the court and people cheer and go, yay. That same level of respect that allowed you to score a touchdown and flip and then kneel in the end zone and disrespect the American flag. That same level of respect that made you a millionaire does not exist in other cultures. But you encourage those other cultures to invade America.
You spent some time with Kamala Harris with Team USA over the summer. What about that time made an impression on you, and why did you choose yesterday as the time to make the endorsement?
Well, I was going to do it the day of the game in Cleveland, but I didn't want to overshadow the whole hoopla of me and Bronny going back home. That's when I planned on doing it. So I figured yesterday would be a good day. Everything's kind of silent, and I wanted to make sure that it's seen, heard with force. Having a daughter, a wife, a mother, and things of that nature, what she believes in when it comes to women's rights, when it comes to the future, with my kids and where I see our country should be. I feel like that endorsement is only right. It is. Come on, man. You guys know it. Damn sure won't go no other way.
What did your experience in 2020 with More Than a Vote teach you about politics, show you about politics, show you about the impacts you can have on a very specific way? Well,
it all started with, the shut up and dribble, thing, obviously. and to be able to be in a position where you can have some influence, and you have a lot of people who, who want to be in a position to have influence as well, to be able to speak outside of their rim, if it was sports or if it was, the music or movies or whatever it is, whatever the industry is, to be able to have a platform where, I was able to gather, a lot of men and women to be able to speak out from that moment. And then, the More in the Vote campaign, obviously, an initiative was great. And I'm great, even grateful now that it's still going. I got some beautiful ladies that's, holding that down right now. Mecca Gunke is one of really good dear friend, and she's picked a great lineup of great people to be able to continue that, because we know how important it is. So we was very humbled to be able to have that, like you said, that year, and have it to be able to continue to go now.
And now you're surprised when it works its way to you? If they had to choose between robbing James Williams in his little $700 a month office with his little stupid plaque and his little albums, and robbing LeBron James, they're gonna look at me and be like, "Say, brother, you wanna come with us to LeBron James' house? You broke. Come with us to LeBron James' house, cause he got money." Yeah. It's amazing to me, ladies and gentlemen. And the thing that happens is, news stories come out like this, and then they want you to feel sorry for these athletes. But they're freaking entitled. They're entitled. Watch. In fact, let me show you some footage of these damn entitled athletes talking entitlement and acting entitled. It's all over the place, man. It's crazy.
You are a leader of the Players Coalition, which is a movement among NFL players to draw the spotlight, to shine the spotlight on what you call the injustices facing African Americans around the country. President Trump, last night after the game, he tweeted congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles on a great Super Bowl victory. I know you've been asked this. Do you intend to go to the White House for a celebration?
No, I personally do not anticipate intending that.
What message would you like to send to the president?
I don't have a message for the president. My message has been clear all year. I'm about creating positive change in the communities that I come from, whether it be Philadelphia, New Jersey, Ohio, Louisiana, or this entire country. I want to see changes in our criminal justice system. I want to see us push for economical and educational advancement in communities of color and low-income communities.
Okay, so there it is. This is the thing about these athletes. So you had president, and we went all the way back, way back. Let's ask ourselves a question. All right, let's just pose a question. And I pose a question to any of you athletes who hear this. Don't take it the wrong way. I appreciate you as a football player when I do have an opportunity to watch you run around with a pigskin. I do appreciate it when I have an opportunity to see you dribble a ball and shoot it. It's fantastic. It's entertaining. But let me pose a question to all these entertainers. Malcolm Jenkins. Malcolm, look at where we are now. Malcolm, are you anywhere near what your vision was for those communities? And Malcolm and LeBron, let me ask you another question. If you had to pin the tail on the damn donkey, and you were to be honest with yourself, you had to pin the damn tail on the donkey as to who is the cause of what you see right now, particularly y'all houses being broken into, which donkey would you have to put that pin on? Huh? And that's all I'm saying, man. You see, it's your activism, which is a great thing, but it's misguided activism that leads into the situation, because you took all of your influence that God gave you. The Lord Jesus Christ himself gave y'all influence, gave y'all phenomenal athletic bodies, skills, and talents, unlike very few men on this planet have. And you garnered all this attention, all of this power, all of this influence, and then you pointed it at pure, utter wickedness out of ignorance. And then didn't bother to go research and figure out whether you were right or wrong. And then you double down on pointing it towards wickedness out of ignorance. So quite frankly, I could give a flying flip that your house getting broken into. And I know some of those guys whose house is getting broken into, They ain't on that side. But guess what? I don't care. 2 NFL, 3 NFL players' houses get broken into, now the FBI involved. Man, they've been breaking in people's houses for the past 5 years. Or at least for the past 4 years since the border been open. Well, no FBI involved in that. Now when the entitled ones get their houses broken into, here comes the FBI. Let me get on over here and see what's going on with our assets. Yeah, we got to protect our assets. Yeah.